Okay, so let's start with our first text animation. Let's create new composition. We will call it as main animation. Width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, duration is 30 seconds long, and background color is black color, and simply hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title selection. Then we will select our text and you can choose whatever text you want. I'm going to choose Oswald font over here like this. I don't want any stroke and I'll choose white color for the text, and I'm going to type my text like motion design. Now let's select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Go to the character menu and we are going to decrease the distance between these alphabets like this. And select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Now I'm gonna go in my rounded rectangle tool and I'm going to create one rounded rectangle, and this time I don't want any fill, so I'll delete this fill. And for the stroke I'm going to choose white color for the stroke. Select this, press Ctrl Alt Home, go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically, and increase the stroke width somewhere around, like let's say 10. Okay, then go to the rectangle path, and roundness we are going to increase up till we will get complete roundness on both sides like this. Okay, now we will get something like this. Now select, go to the add menu and choose trim path. Go to the trim path and let's make this trim end value 80. Alt click on this offset and type time into 80. Okay, I mean time star 80 you need to type over there, and then minimize it. Also go inside this shape layer and stroke, and we are going to choose rounded cap instead of butt cap and line cap like this, so you will get something like this. Now after that, let's minimize all of this inside this. Go to the start, go to the add menu and we will add trim path again. This is the second trim path, and go to the trim path and let's make this initial value 100 instead of 100. I'm going to choose 0. Create one keyframe, go few frame forward and then let's make this 100. Now select those keyframes and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, zoom in a little bit. Select this graph. By holding shift we will move one handle over here and then we will move one handle over here. So if you see, we will get this kind of animation. Okay, so this is the one stuff. Now let's select this and hit Ctrl D. Select this and change the color of this one to yellow. Why? We will discuss that later. And now change the color of the stroke to black, and stroke width I'm going to choose 5. So because of that, what we will get, if you zoom in a little bit, you will get this kind of line. And let's do one thing, select this shape layer over here. Let's change the stroke width of this shape layer to 50 and select this and change the stroke width to 10. So we will get this kind of proper stuff. So if you see this now, we are going to get something like this. So let's hide this stuff for now. Now select this text over here, we'll hide this one. We need to animate this text, so let's go to this start, go to the animate menu and we are going to bring the position, and let's bring down this position. Now go to the range selector over here, create one keyframe at the start, go to around 1.10 frames and let's make this value 100 like this. Then go to the add menu, go to the property and let's choose tracking amount and let's make this somewhere around like this, so you will get something like this. Okay, and again go to the start, go to the add menu, go to the property and let's make this opacity 0 initially, so if you see, you will get something like this. Okay, now select those keyframes and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph, zoom in a little bit. By holding shift we will move one handle over here and then we will move one handle over here. So if you see this animation now, you will get something like this. Now select this layer and hit Ctrl D. Now select this topmost layer, go to the character menu. We are going to choose black color for the fill, and over in stroke I'm going to choose white color. Okay, like this, and change the stroke width to 1 pixels like this. Now select this and let's bring this downwards. Now what I want, this layer with black color stroke should start to animate first. So I'll take a distance of 5 frames and I'll select this first frame and I'll move this over here. So we will get something like this. Okay, so this is our first animation, and along with that I want the stroke animation should start to happen also continuously like this. Then after that, what we need to do over here, we need alternations for this. So for that we have this one color over here which we will set, keep it over here, and we will select this last layer. If you enable this icon, as you guys know, this is text with the white stroke. I'll hit Ctrl D and I'll bring this at the top like this, and change the color of this one to yellow also like this. Okay, and if you want you can select this and change the stroke width to 3 pixels also, or let's say 2 pixels. Okay, then after that, let's do one thing. I'm gonna say bring my pen tool over here. I'll create one over here and one over here like this. Let's select this and press Ctrl Alt Home. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Change the color of this one to white and press S, unlink this and change the scale up to somewhere around like this only. Okay, like this, or let's make this 45. I think this looks good. Okay, now select this and let's move this over here. Create one keyframe at scale, go few frame forward, create another keyframe, go to the start and let's make this 0. Select those keyframes and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here like this, and select these two layers and hit Ctrl D. Select both the layers and press P. Create one keyframe each. Go somewhere around 4 seconds. Select this first one. Let's move this over here. Select this layer and let's move this over here. Okay, and select these two layers and hit F9. Okay, like this. Or instead of that, what you can do, if you want to be specific, let's delete this just for now. Let's go to around 4 seconds, and as you guys can see, the position of this one is 960. All you can do, simply go over here and type plus 300, or let's hit control Z over here. Select this one, add plus 200, and over here let's add minus 200, so they are going to be properly at the distance. Then after that, I'm going to select my rectangle tool, and this time I want fill. I don't want any stroke, so I'll delete the stroke, and I'm going to create rectangle somewhere around like this, like edge of them should touch this line. Select this layer, let's go over here and move this layer over here. Press S, unlink this and create one keyframe over here. Go over here, create another keyframe, go to the start and let's make this 0. So if you see, he is moving from here. Select those keyframes and hit F9. So now if you see, we'll get something like this. Then go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here. We are getting something like this. Now this topmost layer is gonna act like a mask, so select this and let's type mask over here like this, and select this yellow color layers and press Ctrl Shift C and let's call it as extra and hit OK. Bring them at the top, press F4 and choose alpha mask like this, and select both the layers and bring this downwards after the shape layers. So if you see this stuff now, I'll get this and then I'll get this. Now select all of them, press Ctrl Shift C and we will call it as text. Now select this and go inside this, right click, new and create one adjustment layer. Go to the effect and presets panel and we are going to type transform effect on it like this, and if you increase the skew value to let's say -8 or something, you will get this kind of structure. So if you see this now, get this and then this. Okay, Then you can select this, hit Ctrl D, press S, unlink this, and let's make this -100. Press P just to create a reflection of it like this, and then press Ctrl N to create another composition, and let's call it as fractal. Press Ctrl Y to create one solid background. Go to the Effect and Presets panel and search for Fractal Noise Effect and double click to apply. Increase the contrast and increase the or decrease the brightness. Go to the main animation, hit Ctrl 0, bring this fractal over here, and let's hide this. Select this topmost layer, go to the Effect and Presets panel and search for Compound Blur Effect on it. Double click to apply and choose this fractal layer, so you will get something like this, but it looks weird over here. So to get rid of it, let's say bring this layer a little bit upward, and some changes we need to do in fractal. What we are going to do, we will go to the transform, unlink this, let's increase the width and decrease the height somewhere around like this, so you will get different results over here. Okay, then right click new and create one adjustment layer over here. You can go to the Effect and Presets panel and you can search for tint effect over here and double click to apply. If you swap this color, you will get weird stuff. So instead of swapping over here, instead of white, you can choose whatever color you want. Like you can, if you want purple color, you can choose that. If you want bluish color, you can choose also that. So it's totally up to you that what kind of color you want over here. Right now I'm gonna stick with this, or let's say bluish color or something like that, whatever suits you. I'm gonna pick up this kind of greenish color, which looks like a neon stuff over here. Yep. Then right click new and create one null object. Select all of these layers, make it apparent with this null. Select this null, press P, alt click on the stopwatch and type wiggle 3,3. So what will happen along with this animation, you will get some wiggle effect over there also. Select this adjustment layer, go to the Effect and Presets panel and apply glow effect on it, so we will get glow. Increase the threshold up to 90 and glow radius up to 100 and glow intensity 0.5. Okay, like this. So you can see easily the difference you will get after the glowing effect applied on this. Okay, so this is how you can create this kind of title animations for the your animation. And one extra stuff that you can do after this animation is create a little bit of zoom in effect. You can select this, for example, after animating this, you can select this null object, press S, create one keyframe, go few frame forward, and let's increase the size of it a little bit. Select those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph, hold shift, move this handle over here and this handle over here. So what will happen, it will create a little bit of zooming effect on it like this to your animation. So this is how you can create our title animation. Okay, and so now we will start with our second text animation. Let's create a new composition. We will call it as main animation. Width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, duration is 30 seconds long, and background color is black color. Simply hit OK, go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title selection. Now I'm going to select my text tool, and for this time I'm going to choose Poppins font, which is easily available, and let's delete the stroke and we are going to choose white color. Now we will type our first text and I'm going to type motion, and let's decrease the distance between alphabets, and we are going to choose black version of this font. Let's select this and let's decrease a little bit distance between these alphabets. Now select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home, go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically, press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Then I'm going to select rectangle tool and I'm going to create one mask on it like this. Then go to the mask options and increase the mask feathers like this. Okay, then select this, press Ctrl D to duplicate it and change the text to design and select this design text, and we will move this downwards like this. Okay, and adjust it properly like this. Now select both the layers and try to bring this properly at the center. Now select both the layers and hit Ctrl D, and let's bring them at the top, and let's hide this remaining layers. Right click, go to the select first layer, right click, create shape from text. Similarly, we will follow this procedure for motion text. Now select these two red layers which we don't need. We need only stroke layers over here, and over here you need to delete this fill, we don't need that. And we need to add white color for the stroke, and stroke width, let's choose 2 pixels. Same procedure you need to follow for this one also. Delete this and choose white color for this stroke, just like this. And if you think 2 is too much, so let's choose 1 pixels only. Now select this layer, go to the add menu, choose trim path, go to the trim path, and let's make this 0 initially, create one keyframe, zoom in a little bit, go to around 3 seconds, and let's make this 100. So if you see, we will get this kind of animation, but it looks just simple. So let's create one keyframe at offset, go to the last keyframe, and let's make this 1. So we will get this kind of stuff. Same procedure we will follow for this design text also. Go to the add menu, go to the trim path, make this 0 initially, create one keyframe at 3 seconds, let's make this 100. Similarly, create one keyframe, go over here, let's make this 1. Okay, both of them will get. But for the design, what we will go, we will select this offset, right click, go to the keyframe assistance and time reverse keyframe. So what will happen now, they are animating in opposite direction over here, and instead of 1 I'm going to type 2 over here like this. Okay, so this is like that. Then we will select this layers over here. What we are going to do for this one, first of all, let's bring them at the top. And now we are going to select this design text first. Let's go to the animate menu, and we are going to choose opacity, go to the range selector, and let's make this 0 initially, create one keyframe, go to around 2 seconds, and let's make this 100. And opacity, first of all, make 0. So if you see, you will get this kind of stuff. Now we have to select those keyframe, right click, keyframe assistance, time reverse keyframe, so you will get something like this. Now this is starting from here, but if you want that they should start from this one, then that is also okay. But for this one, what I'm going to do, I want their animation should start randomly. So I'll go to the advanced settings over here, and randomizer I'm going to make it enabled. So what will happen, you will get something like this. Then select those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here. So we will get this kind of revealing animation. You have to copy this animator, hit Ctrl C, and select this layer and hit Ctrl V. So you will get this animation for both of them. Now over here, first I want this motion stroke should start to animate, and I'm going to take a distance of 10 frames. So I'll go to around 10 frames, and then I'll bring my motion fill text over here. I'll take a distance of 10 frames. I want this design stroke should start to animate over here. Then at 1 second, I want this design text should start to animate over here. So if I hit play now, I'll get this kind of animation. Okay, so this is just a simple animation that you can do with the help of this. Then right click, new, and create one null object. Select all of these layers, make it apparent with this null. Select this null, press P, alt click on the stopwatch and apply wiggle expression on it, and type 3,3. So you will get a little bit of wiggle animation over there. And select both the stroke layers and hit Ctrl D, and let's bring them at the back, then right click new and create one null object, and select this null object and make it a parent with this null object first, which is this one. Then select this two layers and then make it a parent with this null object. Now select this null object, press S and increase the size of it like this. Okay, and select both the strokes and change the stroke, well, sorry, not over here. Select the stroke layers and change the stroke value to 0.2 or let's say 0.1 like this. And you can adjust the size of this text according to your needs like this. Okay, so if you see this now, and if you want, you can move this animation a little bit forward also. It's totally up to you. It's just an extra stuff which is added to our animation. Then after that, right click new and create one adjustment layer. Go to the effect and presets panel. You can apply tint effect over here, and you can change the color of this text over here also, like red, etc, etc. You can choose whatever you text color you want. I'm gonna stick with red because it looks awesome. Or instead of doing that, what you can do, you can specifically apply colors to the text layers. For example, this motion text layer over here, example, I'll go to the character menu and I'll choose red color for it. Similarly, for the motion stroke over here, I'm going to choose a red color for the stroke also. So I'll get this kind of result. This looks also cool with the different text colors. You can choose this motion text stroke also this color. Okay, so this looks quite good. Then right click new and then create one adjustment layer. Go to the effect and presets panel and I'm going to apply transform effect on it. This is just an extra procedure. If you think this looks good, then that is also okay. I'm just saying this option. You can add -5 value also, so you will get this kind of animation. Then if you want, then you can apply glow effect over here. Increase the glow threshold to 90, glow radius to 100, and glow intensity to 0.5, or glow radius to 200 also. So you will get this kind of text animation. Okay, so now we will start with our third title animation. Let's create a new composition. We will call it as main animation. Width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, duration we are going to choose 20-second long, and background color, let's choose black color, or simply hit OK, or let's choose white color, simply hit OK and hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title selection. Then I'm going to select my text tool and I'm going to type text. For I'm going to delete this stroke, and for the color I'm going to choose, let's say, somewhere around grayish color. I'm going to choose Poppins black version and let's type our text. I'm going to type some text over here like epic. Okay, let's select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Go to the character menu and let's decrease the size like this. Also enable this Fox Bold like this. Basically, we have to choose bold font and let's choose italic version of this font. Select this, press Ctrl Alt Home again, go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Press S and adjust the scale according to your need like this. Okay, and now we will animate this text. First of all, go to the paragraph menu and make sure that you are going to choose left align, or let's do one thing, we will align it center. Then go to the Align tab and align it in the center and press Ctrl Alt Home. Now go to the animate menu and we are going to choose position and bring down the position downwards. Go to the range selector, create one keyframe at start, zoom in a little bit, go to around 1.15 frames and let's move this from here to here. Let's make the start value 100. So you will get something like this. Select those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph. hold shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here, so you will get something like this. Then go to the add menu, go to the property, and we are going to choose tracking, and let's increase this, I mean decrease this tracking value somewhere around -80. Go to the add menu, property and go to the opacity, and let's make this opacity 0, so you will get something like this. Okay, like that. And instead of this what we call fill color, we will choose stroke color for now. Let's say I'm going to choose black color for the stroke, and let's delete this fill, we don't need that. Or instead of deleting, let's add a white color for this fill. So if you see this now, we will get something like this. Let's select this layer, go to the effect and presets panel, and now we are going to apply drop shadow effect on it like this. And let's increase this drop shadow somewhere, softness around 200, distance around 20, or let's say 40, and opacity 20, like this. Okay, so we will get something like this. Now after that, hit Ctrl 0, and I have this nature image over here. You can choose whatever image you want. Let's select this, go to the effect and I mean character menu, and instead of black stroke, we are going to choose a little bit of gray stroke or something, or bluish kind of color, somewhere around like this. Okay, and if you delete this stroke, you can get something like this. Or let's say delete the stroke, we don't need that. I think this looks quite elegant like this. You can go to the drop shadow effect also, and over here also you can choose this kind of color, so it will look awesome. So first I'll get this stuff, then hit Ctrl 0, and we will bring our image over here like this. Press S for scaling option and scale it somewhere around like this. Okay, and let's move this up to 1 second. So first I'll get this text animation, then press Ctrl Y to create one solid background, and let's move this over here and press P for position, and initially it should be over out of this composition like this. Select this image layer, press F4 and choose alpha mask, and now select this white solid, create one keyframe in position, zoom it a little bit, go few frame forward, go to the align tab and align it horizontally, so it will automatically come at the center. So if you see, you will get something like this. Then take a gap of one few frames like this, and after 5 frames I'm going to move this from here to here, and select those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph by holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here. So if you see, you will get something like this. And if you want, then you can move this keyframes over here also, like this. Okay, now select this image and hit Ctrl D, and let's bring this at the bottom. Select this epic, hit Ctrl D, let's bring this at the top of it, and let's hide this. So if you see this now, you will get this kind of text. And let's move this text over here, text layer over here. Let's hit U, and we will delete the keyframes on this text layer, and I want this thing should start from here like this. So if I see this animation now, first I'll get this, then I'll get this. Okay, now along with this I want scaling animation for my text, so I'm going to create one null object, and I'm going to select those images, and I'll make it a parent with this null. I'll select this null, I'll press S, create one keyframe, go few frame forward, and I'll make this 120 and move this over here. So if you see this now, first I'll get this text animation, then this image animation, then this animation. If you want, then move this a little bit over here. So first this, then this, and then this. Okay, then I'm going to select this text layer over here. I'll hit Ctrl D. I'll select this, I'll press S, and I'll increase the size of it, and I'll move this text layer over here. Like at this point, I want this text should start to animate over here, like this. Okay, and I'll select this text layer. I'll make the scale 600, create one keyframe, go few frame forward, and let's make this 500, and I'll bring this over here. Let's increase the size of it. So first we'll get this animation, then this, then this. Now in this null object, press R and let's make this 10. Create one keyframe, hit U, like this. Not 10, let's say 3 maybe. And let's make this -3 over here and move this over here. And at 7 I'm going to hit N. So if you see this now, you will get this, then you will get this. So this is how you can create this kind of elegant text animation inside of After Effects.